time of year where everybody get bun left, right and center. And if you're watching this video, just prepare to get some bun under your backside. Don't worry about the recipe, it's going to be in the comment section down below. Now let's kick off this thing. Alright, so the first thing we want to do, we want to add some butter. We have a dragon, we're going to add some Spitfire. We'll add the brown sugar. We'll add some raw honey. And of course, we're going to add some Jamaican black molasses. And some yeast. I'm going to put this on the fire and I'm going to allow the butter to melt. So while this is being melted, let's work on the dry ingredients. Alright, so while we have the wet ingredients cooling off, let's work on the dry ingredients. So we have some all-purpose flour. We're going to sieve this into a bowl. We also have some baking powder, clove, cinnamon, nutmeg, and a pinch of salt. Alright, so now that we have the dry ingredients ready, we're going to go ahead now and combine the wet ingredients and the dry ingredients. So I have some fruits. This is Christmas fruits. We have raisin, prune, cherry, mixed peel, and we have this soaked in a wine for about a year now. So this is what I use to make my Christmas cake, but today I use it to make the bun. So I'm going to add it to the flour. I'm also going to add my wet ingredients. One thing that I forgot to add was the vanilla. You can't have Easter bun without vanilla. And the vanilla will give it that extra flavor we are looking for. So we're going to mix this. And you don't want it to over mix. You're just going to mix it until all of the flour is incorporated into the wet ingredients. Alright, so the dough is coming along. You know what I'm going to add to this? You need a little bit more moisture. I don't want it to be too dry. This is why we can improvise adding 1 egg to this, just to give it some more moisture. Normally I don't put the egg in it, but I'm going to put the egg in it today and see how it comes out. So the egg is going to give it that additional moisture that we're looking for. Right, you see how that looks. So this is complete. So what I'm going to do now, oh shit. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to let this sit for about 20 minutes in a warm place, because we have the yeast in it. It's going to allow it to rise. So I'm going to let this sit for about 20 minutes, then I'm going to pour it out. Alright, so I have a baking tin right here. It's already greased. I'm going to go ahead now and pour my bun mixture into this. This recipe will make about probably 1.5 bun. If we're using a small tin, we can probably get 2 bun out of it. Alright, that don't look too bad. Let's add some cherries to it. Alright, I'm going to pop this in the oven. I'm going to bake it for about an hour. And we'll see what happens afterwards. Stay tuned. Remember to like, share and subscribe. And remember, send the recipe to your matey or to your husband or your wife. Bun season. Alright, so the bun finished now. I'm going to go ahead and add the glaze to it. And this is basically butter and honey. I'm going to let this sit for about 10 to 20 minutes before I take it from the pan. Slice it up and add the cheese. Recipe turned out good still, but if it never work out, me have a box of Easter bun, you see me?